That's almost as bad as the one that Stephen Maguire missed. It's getting a bit tense out there, I can tell you.
And O'Sullivan very dissatisfied with his level of performance.
One.
That's another. I mean, that's a terrible positional shot. So. I mean, the white shouldn't have been anywhere near that corner pocket.
Yellow ball. Stephen Maguire 1.
Blue and black were a good target to cover the reds. He didn't quite make it. Ronnie can get back down the table. Well, Stephen Maguire on form would knock this long red in. He's potted very few long ones.
One.
That's a terrific pot. That really is. So he's a very determined Scot at the moment.
Stephen Maguire 1.
Well, even from tight under the cushion, you wouldn't expect a player of his ability to miss that.
When you're rolling them across the nap of the cloth and you're close to the cushion, it's amazing, but still.
1.
How could he knock in a long red like the one he did and then miss the yellow? But Ronnie's straight on the blue. Didn't want the cannon on the yellow. There's a red available at the back of the 4, but he can't get nicely onto it. This is far from easy. And when he pots this, it's going to clear the path for 2 reds into the opposite corner. But
6.
with what's been happening, if he knocks this in, he'll be doing very well. Great shot.
7.
As I say, he potted that red. It freed 2 reds for the left corner. And, well, the blue's the only colour that can get him onto those 2, but that's the red that's available. But he's taking the yellow. It's much easier to get nearer to the reds. Just looking at those 3, they're all blocking each other, and
10.
He can't get to them now off a colour. The cannon on the brown has spoiled that. That could be the end of break. They're all covering each other.
Brown ball.
So no value in potting the blue here.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 10.
Have to be very careful here. He needs a very gentle one just to nestle into those 2 reds. Got to be careful. Any pace, he could push one on. Is that going to reach? That's halfway, is it?
pow, and a miss.
He may have left this to the middle pocket. That's a poor shot from Stephen. Oh, he's left one. He was worried about hitting it too hard, and he finished up hitting it too soft. Oh, that white jumped.
1.
Thumping kick, but O'Sullivan still in play, unaffected by it, even positionally.
Well, he would be absolutely delighted if he can win this frame, Ronnie, because Stephen Maguire had a great chance.
Well, Maguire has missed 2 very easy balls in this frame.
14.
The sort that a local league player would be disappointed to miss.
15.
Now, this is where you don't want them shouting out. They're a terrific crowd, but you don't want them shouting out on the players in the middle of a break. It's a bit off-putting for Ronnie also, that.
21.
So O'Sullivan's done enough.
26.
Like all genuine artists, he likes to shine in front
30.
of a big crowd. But this evening, for the most part,
35.
he's had to grind it out in his lower gears.
41.
And he's done it effectively enough in that frame. He's a go 1 up with 2 to play at 5-4.
Ronnie O'Sullivan a frame away from his 4th consecutive Masters final. But Stephen Maguire will be black and blue, won't he, from the misses he's had. He'll be kicking himself for the rest of the night.
I said before that frame, this match is up for grabbing. To be honest with you, neither of them are really firing, but to miss a red like this, Stephen Maguire, I mean, he won't sleep thinking about the one he's missed here.
How do you explain it, John?
Well, he's just trying to straighten the shot up a little bit and coming off one side of the pocket so the cue ball doesn't go near the cushion, but I mean, he must have just taken his eye off it or something, but he won't sleep thinking about that one if he loses the match.
So for however he played, Stephen Maguire will surely be thinking, I could have had this semi-final.
Well, he wouldn't get a better chance than to catch Ronnie O'Sullivan a low par in as much as sort of being as inconsistent as Ronnie's been in the last few frames. And for Steve Maguire, it's very upsetting in a way that he felt as if he was getting back to a bit of form, and it's been sort of 1 step forward, and then all of a sudden this match, if he does go on to lose it, is 2 steps backwards in what he was hoping was to be a bit of a recovery tournament for him. So it's not the problems that Steve Maguire's got in this match are different to the problems that Ronnie's got. Just a bit of concentration with Ronnie in some respects. Yeah, perhaps occasionally not playing to his own standards, but Steve Maguire would be very upset.
It's been a bit strange overall tonight, hasn't it, with the quality of snooker we've seen?
Yeah, I mean, aside from the 130 break, the century, the rest of it's been, well, you have to say pretty average, and most unusual for Ronnie to produce sort of a standard like that. And Stephen, well, I can't, even when he was really struggling, to be honest with you, he never played that bad.
I think sometimes you do forget, there is pressure out there. We get so used to seeing the top players playing so well, and the tension out there. The players are, better in practice than they would be in matches. Usually, they usually raise their standards. The adrenaline kicks in and everything. But sometimes tension does become the winner.
I guess it doesn't matter how you win sometimes. It's just making sure you do win in this situation.
Absolutely.